What's up everyone? I'm so excited. Today we are checking out some $1 million homes in The Sims 4. Last time we checked out tiny homes, and this time I thought we'd go to the complete other side of the spectrum and not only look at massive homes, but homes that are really expensive. The first one that we will be checking out is the 1.2 million mansion by Simsterior. And then our second build that we're checking out is the Schloss Windenburg by Daniel_SimFansDE, which is about 1.5 simoleons. How they are spending this money, I have no idea, but let's check it out. Wow, this is grand. I mean, I don't know what else I would have expected from something that costs this much, but also like, look at this cove. That's sick. It does appear though that your Sims need to swim to the front door. Swims 4. Oh, it's because for some weird reason it put the law over here. Looking at the actual layout, it appears this is the front door. So you could go to the right and there is kind of a little, wow, a little kid's room? Holy! I mean, I guess this is like a really, like, you're above the land. You own the land grabs if you're living in this house. There's a kid's room, bathroom. Again, we'll look at that a little bit closer soon. A gym. We have two bathrooms. Kind of this, oh my gosh, you know, you're rich when you have a room specifically for staircases. A staircase room. There's the kitchen, kind of like, it looks like a pantry. And then a sunken living room situation. Let's look a little bit closer. So you walk up, you are confronted. We have so many doors. Which door do I enter? Probably the one right in front of me. There's a bar right to your left so that you can enjoy all the water around your entryway. Before we go into the main room, let's check this out. So there's another sitting area. This feels very resort-like, does it not? And then here is kind of a child's bedroom, which again, oh my gosh, one, you have to trust your child so much to give them this private of a space. But also they seem like they're like a genius if they're playing Blick Block. Maybe they're not a genius. Maybe they just like video games. Tech inclined. In my head, the people who live here are like techies. And so the kid is like 3 years old playing Blick Block and is like, hey, I'm a prodigy. And then a very luxurious bathroom. That's cool. That's a cool little detail that they've created. You know, run-of-the-mill bathroom, but definitely luxurious nonetheless. I really like when people bump out just a 1x1 for a shower and it just fits perfect. It feels so custom. I also really like, is that called wainscoting in here? So, okay, let's get into the main living space. So you come in, we have our Elton John piano. Elton John's here too, baby. And I really like this floor pattern that they've created. There's a little bit of I don't know what that's called. It's like a peekaboo window. Is that what that's called? Punctuated by these upper cabinets. Then we come over here and there is a very grand eating area where I should probably gets like so much natural light. There's an Apple Store-esque workstation because your home is so clean and pristine that it resembles the Apple Store. And then I love this, how the water feature is brought inside with kind of this sunken down living room, and how they created this very grand viewing experience by putting the TV on these pedestals and then have it flanked by, are these like little wiener dogs? I don't think they're wiener dogs, but I think they're wiener dogs. Also, I appreciate that we're mixing metals here. We have gold and silver and it looks chic as ever. You can also make your way out here where we have a easel. It's like a painting rack. That's not what that's called. There's an easel. There's a little slide so that you can, not slide, but stairs so you can jump into the pool, which is nice that you have kind of more contained waters versus the water that you're floating in. I wonder if there's a risk of flooding. That sounds stressful. You could go right and jump into your second pool. I wonder if the water contributed a lot to the total price of this place. And then you are here into the kitchen, which has not one, but 2 fridges. There's this little bar area. It just looks it screams Miami to me for some reason. I don't know why, like Hotline Miami, something about having like a little TV in there also just feels like that to me. I like how they added this little island over here, and then you go in here and it's a little pantry. There is a bathroom. You'll probably want to put these down if you're planning on tubbing. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Because it's underwater. Oh my gosh, what? Stop. What? This is a pool? Stop. No. That doesn't make sense. How? What? That's so cool. I always see these Pinterest pictures of like people swimming in pools and it looks so, that are kind of under, but then there's a window, and that is what this is. And I am all in on that. Wow, wow, wow. Holy cool. That's so sick. Again, very resort. And then to your right, once you're done freaking out about the fact that there's a pool outside of your house, of your windows. Oh, look, they won a bunch of shit. They won a bunch of stuff. No idea what they won, but they won a lot. And they probably won because they're very strong and in shape. So there are 3 treadmills. There's this little workout station, lots of boxing stations, and then kind of this very grand, you know, want to take a shower after you're done working out, rinse off a little bit. I like that they didn't put a toilet in here. Restraint. I like that it's just all about rinsing off after you've had a great workout. So now if we're going downstairs, there's nothing. Okay. From the get-go, this is obviously a very different design and a different aesthetic. It is very grand. It feels like someone who is like the Princess of Genovia would live here, but you know, where the queen lived when she was visiting San Francisco. Like it feels like home away from home for royalty. I think that people need to say how many hours it took them to build these things. Cause like, I'm so noisy. I'm so nosy. I wanna know. Cause what ends up happening for me is I finally finish my build and then I'm like, hey Sid, I'm tired, but now I have to do the landscaping. And they did not skimp on the landscaping, not even a little bit. Holy moly. So this is a lot more of a traditional situation. There is kind of this foyer and then we're flanked by 2 bathrooms. I'd assume this is like a maid's or like a servant's quarter. There is a little kitchen there. Oh, that's nice. There's like a public bathroom situation, or maybe this is kind of a spa situation, and so there's the steam room and then there's kind of an area to rinse off, and then like a locker room. We have over to our left, there's the gym area. Something that seems to be a running theme is that these rich people like to be fit. There is a library. I'm gonna assume that is a wine cellar, and then there's kind of this dance hangout area. So let's look at it a little closer, shall we? We enter. Hello, good sir. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, so there's this like lattice situation, and then we enter. Again, there's this foyer, a bathroom, powder room rather. And then to our right, there's another powder room, and then there's a little kitchen, cute and cozy. I really like this, how you can like look out on everybody having a good time. Very cute. And how do you get over here? Oh, through here. I'm gonna assume this is kind of like the maid's quarter. I think I said servant earlier. I don't know, are servants like, do people still have servants? We'll call it the maid's quarter, house manager's quarter. We continue this way. There's this really cool room. I really like it. I don't know what its purpose is, but it's really cool. So you continue down this hallway. I love that there's hallways. We have this really spacious and luxurious gym area. There's even little showers for you to take showers in. You go out of the gym and then you find yourself in this courtyard where you can enter this secondary foyer and either go into kind of this cellar or there's a library. Knowledge is power, you guys. A library where there's tons of books. There's rare books. There's what? I love that. How they put books on top of that's nice. I like that a lot. Good for them. How they do that. There's kind of like a dance party room. I guess if you are royalty, you probably can't just like go out night on the town. So you invite your friends over instead. I'd imagine that's what Jay-Z and Beyonce do. They're not royalty. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's go back to the first house and check out how they manage their second story. Well, there's a few ways that you can get up here. You can either immediately just bypass that first story. Who needs it? and take these outdoor stairs to kind of this platform, which allows you to access the bedrooms and the bathrooms, and a little club of their own. Or we also have this very, very luxurious stairwell. So let's pretend that we came up these stairs. There's a barbecue. There is just like a lot of living space for entertaining. It's nice that they put a trash can there so that your Sims aren't just like, what do I do with this? You come over here and there's an eating area. There's an eating area. There's another ladder. Oh, because this is water. That's right. So you can jump in, swim, have a look at, I don't know, what are people doing down there? At the gym, or people showering, I guess, bathing. You can go in here, enjoy your dance floor. I feel like Marshmallow would play there. And then you go right into another foosball table. How many friends do these people have? And there is not one bar, but 2 bars and another pool. Off of this, you have a bedroom fit for a princess with a TV. We have the dual vanity. I like that they really did create kind of this vanity situation with the Kleenex and the little chair. And then, of course, they have an ensuite bathroom. I also think it's interesting and cool that they decided not to use doors, but instead used these little doorways. I guess it's not an archway if it's not arched. Anyways, you make your way into the inner stairs and you can enter this little foyer, which has kind of like an eating area. Lots of options in this hallway. Any door, choose a door, any door. Do people say that? Probably not. Choose this door. We have another bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. And this bathroom not only has a TV that you can watch while you're enjoying your jacuzzi tub, but it has a jacuzzi tub to enjoy the TV from. If you continue in, you enter another bedroom. Again, ooh, I like what they did with this clock art. That's cool. How they made it smaller and smaller. And then there's another little sitting area to get ready. And we have a bathroom, which you are sharing with this bedroom that is kind of like nautical themed. I'm gonna assume it's kind of for a kid since there's a backpack and a little mobile. There's a desk so they can get some homework done and a little unicorn friend. We love that. Okay, so we left off with multiple staircases, multiple ways to make our way upstairs. You could go up this way. There's a set of stairs over here. There's a set of stairs over here, which I don't think we covered, but you could go out these doors and go up those steps. And then we find ourselves upstairs. So there's this upstairs foyer, which that's classy. That is classy. They have an indoor water fountain, and then they have kind of this main kitchen. Below, I'm gonna assume that's kind of like the house manager's kitchen. And we have a little bathroom. Powder room is without that. A bathroom, a full bathroom. And this sitting area, Elton John's a busy man. He's here playing on your piano. You even left him a rose to let him know how much you appreciate his friendship. And then you come on over here and there is a very grand dining hall, like a 2-table wide grand dining hall. I love the wainscoting. There is a wet bar, or is it a dry bar? I don't know, but there's a bar so that you can entertain. And where do people find all of these little doodads? Oh, is that like a debug item? I think it's a debug item. Anyways, you make your way out here and these are the steps. I like that it's kind of like it's not split level, but how the second level doesn't take over like the entire, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. There's empty space here. It goes up. That's what I'm trying to say. So if we chose to go this way through the foyer, there is another little dance floor as well as kind of a music room, like a sitting parlor, as well as space for a singer. And you can enter over here and be on the second floor of the library, which I think is just I love this library. It's so beautiful. And every time I see something like this though, it makes me kind of sad, like weep a little bit inside. EA, can we please just just make uniform wooden swatches? Why It drives me bananas that they don't, like, it doesn't match. But also, I loved how there was a tool in The Sims 3 where you could actually add, when you would add the banisters, you could just add one side or add both sides or choose which side versus it auto adding both sides and then clipping like that. But that is definitely not to the fault of whoever built this. This looks amazing. There's a, do you think this is, oh, dance studio. I was gonna say, do you think it's yoga or dance? Definitely a dance studio, as evidenced by this massive child dancing. I'd imagine it was Anna Marie, prima ballerina, your great-great-grandmother, who you are trying to follow in the footsteps of and become the swan in Swan Lake. Is that everything? Oh, and then of course there's a bathroom, and it's pink. Maybe it's because a lot of times in my builds, I don't tend to do hallways. I do more of like open concept stuff, but I love the hallways. In here we have kind of that kitchen that we were overlooking a little bit. Of course, it's very grand. There is this really pretty island in the middle. There is pink marble. And something we haven't talked about at all is how many freaking windows there are on this and how they did kind of, they placed the two columns to create a lot of depth in the exterior, which is nice. Okay, and finally, we are on the top floor of that first kind of our Miami build is what I'm gonna call it. So you get up here via, I don't know, I don't actually know how you get upstairs. How'd they get up here? Oh, that's right. We have our fancy stair room. So you go up the stair room, which has this very fancy painting, and there is another gym, just in case you didn't want people swimming and seeing you work out, or maybe somebody else in your family was already using the gym, and so you were like, I can't be in here with your sweat. So you go up here and use it yourself. There is a jungle gym area. So there's a little jungle gym area. Wow, these people love their kids so much. It's very sweet. Darts outside, indoor monkey bars. Stop it. Whose room is this? Is this the primary bedroom and maybe they're just like, they like monkey bars? I don't know. Who can say? Primary bedroom has a desk, a giant TV, a sitting area. And then they have monkey bars, which is great. I'm a little confused where they use the bathroom. Let's just assume that the bathroom was here, but for some reason it clipped out or something. So this is the overall build. It's so, so pretty. The architecture, I feel like just all the detail. I really, really like that these are little pools. And that they're just surrounded by so much water. I really like water. I feel like maybe if you don't like water, this isn't the place to live for you. Simsterior did an amazing job with this build. It's so layered. Again, I feel like what the builds that I like the most are the ones that are just really, really layered and have a ton of personality. It's interesting how each type of build has such distinct like things that amaze me. Like I feel like with this, the scale obviously is incredible. And I just think about how I lose so much interest while doing a build. Do you think they did this all in one sitting, or they were like, okay, day 1, 2, 3, 4, like we're just gonna bang this out? Or do you think they kind of like left and then came back? I feel like I'd kind of have to do that like back in and out thing. But just the attention to detail and putting all of this stuff and furnishing it. Oh my God, can you imagine furnishing this? So we are on level 3 now. If you remember, there's plenty of ways to get up to level 3. There are 4 staircases to be exact. And we enter, let's pretend we enter from this foyer. Again, I really like how they have this open, like it's open air. I don't know what that's called. And then you have the portraits of all of the royalty. So we go right and we can enter this, oh my gosh, this bathroom, the ensuite for what I can only assume is possibly a primary bedroom. I mean, who's kidding? Who are we kidding? Like all the bedrooms are gonna be primary at this point, but this seems to be kind of the bedroom layer of the house. However, I don't know that I would want this giant photo of like Auntie Germaine watching me while I sleep. That would just kind of freak me out a little bit. But it's a beautifully decorated bedroom. I really like this kind of built-in wardrobe situation. We have more over here, and then a secret door. Oh, and this secret door leads us over to another set of stairs. So I'm gonna check that out because I wanna know where it goes. And it goes to this kind of like attic situation. Ooh, okay, that's definitely the primary bedroom. And I like that they put kind of the spider webs. There's a tonic fridge. There's lots of seating. It is kind of this cool attic area. Oh my gosh, somebody use these. I love these. I love these. I never use them in builds, but I think they're so cool. There's a bunch of old toys. I love like the scale of this, how you're just looking down and it's just all of these relics from this family's past. There's like this bed. I like how they layered this because it's like an old bed. Your Sim's not going to use it. And then there's all of this extra. This makes me think that it's like the kids kind of run up here and watch it with their cousins or something. Cute, cute, cute. And then from here, I don't know if y'all noticed, but there was a secret door here, which takes us to kind of this like dungeon safe room situation. And by safe room, I mean there's tons of gold up here. So they definitely do not be worried. They did not spend all of their inheritance on this wonderful estate. They keep it all up in the attic. So if we go back down, this is where we were. These are the stairs that bring us up there. If we were to go down this hallway, there is another giant bathroom. I just love that, those tiles. There's a giant bathroom and that leads us to, I mean, this could also be the primary bedroom. There is a fireplace. There's this very grand bed, which it's cool that they created kind of this little thing to make it even more grand, to make it grander. Yeah, they created this with curtains, I believe. Wow. And then if you go this way, I don't blame them for being tired of furnishing things. And there's this beautiful bedroom space. I don't know, that's kind of fun, like a choose your own adventure. If you downloaded this and you're like, ooh, now I get to try and like mimic this style or just do a bedroom that just makes no sense in the context of the interior design in this home. So if we continue down this way, which we didn't earlier, there's another bedroom for you to choose your own adventure with. And there's a hallway, and off the hallway is kind of this really cute kids situation. So it's like you're sharing, the house is scary and big and you don't want to, you don't want to be alone on a whole wing of the house. And so you and your brother have decided to share a room. It's kind of like playroom / sleep room / desk. I really like seeing the divide here, and even here it reminds me of kind of those like house divided things with like rival football teams, for example, or just like rival sports teams, I feel like is when you usually see it. Obviously impeccably decorated, just so much attention to detail. I never thought about doing this with this wall decal, is like putting it together so it kind of creates, I'm gonna use that. Let's take a look at the backyard. I know the last build that we looked at, house 1, didn't have much of a backyard. Also, I love these roofs, whatever. I've never said roof so many times in a span of my life. This is reachable by the second story, actually. And you can come down here. And of course, there's just these incredible gardens. Over here is kind of like a garden floral decor area. You can go this way and there's this really elegant overgrown fountain. And then there's kind of this area to grow things. You have this outdoor little shed with everything that you need. This is my vision for the people who live here, is that somebody who lives here, one of the residents, just loves gardening. And so they're like, oh yes, like I love gardening, it's my hobby, but they're really bad at it. And so they just like garden, and then kind of their little assistant runs behind them and fixes it and makes it so everything lives. And then you can walk through here. I love the use of these arches and just the little things like how they've put foliage. That is the word. I've been trying to remember that word for so long. Foliage. There's this well. There's this little like deceased moment. It's very sad. I really like this though. I'm gonna use that in our legacy build. And I like, before I was kind of just putting some like dead grass terrain paint right there, but I like how they created like this moment. And then over here, there's an outdoor eatery area. They're not, well, maybe they like barbecuing. And then that is covered from the elements. And I love what they did with this pool. It is so romantic, like this little eating area. And this pool, it just reminds me of like a European bathhouse. Like it's just so romantic, so elegant. I like that this has kind of that greening on it. And then there's a little spa. And just like that, we have toured this entire mansion. So I guess that's what they're spending all their money on. Both homes were quite obviously amazing, and they were so creative, and the level of commitment to finish these builds, oh my gosh. But if I was going to live in a house and I had to choose, I think I would choose the 1.2 million mansion. I loved how the space had so much water, and I just really like water. Not thinking about the logistics of actually living in a space like that, but it just was so pretty, and I loved the layering. And while I do love this home, the Schloss Windenburg, for other reasons, I think just the modern style fits me a little bit more. But let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.